In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, we'll just take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Everybody clear your throat. Get your last sip of coffee, water, Coke, tea, cocaine. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. I hope that was fake because that would have been just obnoxiously rude. Jesus. All right. Hello. Welcome to Here Hold My Earrings. My name is Al, and I'm your DM for today. And today we have Rebecca, Susan, Yoni, Laura, and Yvonne. Rebecca?
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm from Germany and I play Orla, a human cleric.
Susan?
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm from America and I play Moxie, a half-elf bard.
Yoni?
Hi, I'm Yoni and I play Mira, a half-elf former bard.
Yeah, very good. Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Canada and I play Cracker, a half-orc barbarian.
And Laura.
Hey, I'm Laura from Germany, and I'm playing Byleth, a Dragonborn wizard.
Excellent. And Laura has volunteered to do the recap today. Laura, could you throw in a little bit of what happened the week before, if you can remember some major details, just for the benefit of Susan, who missed out?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, at first we discussed a bit about Agamemnon's Scourge, which the week before he came out of a portal, or a simulacrum of his came out of a portal, and wanted to go to Silvery Moon. So he took Yoni or Mira with him. So that happened, and of course we finished the expedition in like the new model city, and we gathered some information about him, that he is a wizard, a researcher, and professor from Silvery Moon, and an illusionist, unlike other members of his family. But he was abducted by Lolth for her to use him as a magical battery, and he actually also appeared in the Temple of Lolth, or his simulacrum, and currently he's not on this plane. When we had this fight, the the session before the last one, and Dylan managed to get some members to work for Karansali, like some undead. She was actually healed from the lycanthropy, but Cracker was not. So after we were finished in New Model City, we went back to Blingdenstone, and we gathered at the Purple Worm, and we see Poops and Pool, Shrieker, and Sponge, and Pierce is also there, and the Queen too. Pierce then asks if the Maliborn we took with us was one of the original invaders, and as one might see, he's also now naked to appear less intimidating. And Sandy Diggermatic, the queen, wants to have a chat with us. Of course, she wants details, what we did, but we weren't that precise with our answers. We pushed some buttons, we killed some ghosts, and we conducted a ritual. And then Gurnik Tafnik, the head priest of the Temple of Blingdenstone, comes, and we have something to give him. Orla got some gold eggs that she took from the statue for the temple. And Gurnik is very happy, and he gives us 3 scrolls in return. And he also performs a ritual and looks kind of goofy while doing it. And regarding the silk ropes we had, Pierce is familiar with one, and he also has one, but it does something different. The rope that we have is the rope of entanglement, and it can restrict things. Pierce instead uses the rope of climate, and we have to say "Hachu" to either um, you know, restrict something or let it free. Um, and then Mossy Butchno appears, and she's a historian, and she knows a lot about like magic, mechanical contraptions, and she also wants to write down adventures. And she notices the weapon that Dylan has, and we have two of them, but we only said we had one. Um, and she says that many people who wield those weapons are from the astral plane, and it is loaded with ammunition. And she loads it with us, and we get to know a bit about Dalin's and Orla's backstory, that they might be similar with other planes. And then we made out kind of like a plan that we will clear the way first to the library that we want to go to as an individual scout party and not with a caravan, what was initially planned. And yeah, then we go to the artificers and pick up some stuff that we ordered, and then we take a long rest. And Cracker's lycanthropy is also healed, but a bit slower than with Dylan. That's it.
Very good. Thank you, Laura. That's absolutely wonderful. Did
Welcome.
anyone want to add anything to the summation?
Well, the most important part of the episode was that apparently when it comes to cheese, Orla is just as strong as Cracker.
True.
Context?
Okay.
Yep.
There was a nasty fight in aisle 4 for the last cheese, basically.
Oh,
Well, essentially, Orla's cheese was being offered by Cracker, and Orla refused to give it up.
clean up
Which-
aisle
Fair
Valid.
4.
enough.
Very valid.
Yeah, so it
Clean
became
up
a fight
aisle
over
Don't
the
mess
last
with the
cheese.
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 Yes. So, point of inspiration to Laura's character Byleth for an excellent
Thank you.
summation. I think Orla gets a point of inspiration for having an incredibly successful defense of her curdled milk products.
I already have inspiration because I did the. I assume I have it because I did the recap the last time.
Okay. Well, then you don't get a new one then.
Yeah. Maybe we can, maybe Cracker can get like pity inspiration because she didn't manage to win this fight against this cleric.
Nah.
That's hilarious.
We don't reward losers.
Aw.
Oh,
Hey, come on,
wow.
it was a tie. It was a tie.
Okay, so yeah, you guys. So where we left off is you guys are still fighting over a cheese, whilst everybody else is watching. But eventually, the queen steps in and says, "Look, surely we can just agree that the cheese should belong to whoever had it first, and I'll settle this here." And she offers you a separate cheese.
Yeah, I'm keeping my own cheese because it belonged to me. I mean, I stole it from like some people, but like it belongs to me now.
You stole it fair and square. So
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of cultures have that attitude when it comes to antiquities. But yes, so we've got 2 cheeses now. One that Cracker has been handed by the queen. It even has a little imperial-looking stamp. So very fancy.
Give her a little head nod and thank her. Thank you. Yeah, this is good. In fact, it's better than that piece of crap.
Oh, my
See
goodness.
if you ever get healing.
Ooh. Fighting
See if
words.
I ever protect you.
So the moral of the story is keep fighting and you will get extra cheese.
Well,
There
I'm
you go.
actually I'm not too bothered by the fight because I mean I like a good fight. So I'm actually like I go up to Orla and I slap her on the back nice and hard. Excellent, excellent, Russell. Let's do that again sometime.
Yes.
Frenemies. Love it.
Oh no, I respect her. Good.
Good. Yeah. As you should. We all respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
So Moxie, having finally gotten tired of stripping the poor Maliborn down to his undershorts, his underoos, has rejoined the group. Of course, Mira is not there yet. The queen does say, "Is there anything else before you set off for Graven Hollow? As we discussed, Pierce will accompany you. You don't need to worry about the caravan. Pierce will stay in communication with them through the use of these." And she hands Pierce a small stack full of what appear to be little bits of paper. Pierce takes them, looks at one, and although there aren't that many birds in the Underdark, it does look like a little winged bat. And Pierce says, "Oh, are these the..." "Yes, they are, Pierce. You'll receive one from me when you need instruction. And if you need to send me some updates or the caravan, you simply write on this and send it off into the air, and it will find its way eventually. It will have to fly, so don't expect an immediate response." "Yes, ma'am." "Right. Well, if y'all are ready, we can set off anytime. Or did you all need to buy some more cheese?"
I wanted to get my ult back, my Find Familiar. I think I said I wanted to cast it, but I didn't, so
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I probably casted it in the long rest.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, your familiar is definitely with you.
Cool.
we need to wait for Mira to come back before we can set off, because otherwise she'll just arrive here and then we're not here.
True.
Your point?
Well, I have an ointment I have to give to her, and it's very heavy, You wouldn't expect it to be heavy, but it's kind of like taking up a little bit of space, and, I wanted to give it back to her. Yeah.
Excuses. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes. Well, the queen asks if one of the priests that have accompanied Gurnik could use a spell to get in contact with Mira. And there's a very brief moment where the priest sort of zones out and then opens his eyes again and looks at the queen and shakes his head very vigorously in what you understand to be no. He simply whispers in her ear and she says, "Oh, I see. Well, it seems as if your friend Mira is somewhat indisposed. She suggests she will try to catch up en route. There is a good location somewhere near the Dark Lake. She says she has coordinates, but I'm going to send her some more details through one of these little paper bird bat things, and hopefully she'll get it in, I don't know, a few days, in which case it'll make it a little easier for her to arrive there without any mishaps. The safest thing would be for you to arrive on time so that she can get there on her own without being ambushed by the local fauna or flora.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't like the sound of that.
Nor do I.
I'm sure she can explain when she arrives. The message was somewhat limited by necessity as part of the spell.
But she's alive, or why couldn't you like really get a hold of her?
Oh, she's alive. It's just it sounds like she'll have to explain it when she arrives. It doesn't sound good though. I'll just say it that way.
Let's try to get to her as fast as possible then.
Well, she's still in Silvery Moon at the moment, but essentially you'll need to secure the arrival location. Otherwise, she'll just arrive on her own and, well, we all know what she can get up to.
I mean, when's the caravan leaving?
It will leave when you're ready. It will leave approximately the same time, but because it travels at a slower pace, you should outdistance it within the first day.
I mean, are we ready?
I don't know. You look ready.
Does he have glasses?
He does have glasses because he's a wise owl.
Yay!
It's
so
a
nice.
short-sighted owl.
And somehow being short-sighted makes him wise. I never understood that, but there you go. Or maybe he's long-sighted.
Huh? Maybe both.
He's a bifocal wearing owl.
Maybe he's blind
He's
as a bat.
bifowl.
Bifowl. Blind as a bat. Yeah, he's blind as a bat. Are you sure you don't want him to be a bat? It might be more useful in the Underdark. But
I
he
mean,
looks
it
cute.
has 120 feet dark vision, so I
True.
think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Um,
We don't usually use dark vision too much, so I won't penalize anybody really. But just as a
Yeah.
reminder, dark vision technically doesn't work if it's complete darkness. It's only if it's low light. So if you've got low light environment, dark vision is like daylight. If you've got dark environment, it's like low light, so you'd still have disadvantage. Whereas blind sense or blind sight, which is what bats have, is perfect vision. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. You can do whatever you'd like. Yes. So you've got another tag along, the slightly androgynous Maliborn. You've got your little shrieker. Everybody remembers Sponge, who is constantly trailing behind Poops and Pool because when Poops and Pool has a nervous moment, Sponge gets to eat lunch.
oh,
Basically. The queen looks at you and starts to scowl a little bit. Well, if you're all ready to set off, I don't want you to think that we're not grateful. We're very businesslike, so it's not we're not ones for pomp and ceremony. But I understand from my dealings with other races, in trade especially, that sometimes ceremony is important. So, with that said, and she waves over one of the attending Sverfnebelin guards, bring the package. And they bring a little chest. She opens it, and inside the chest, she takes out what appear to be a number of very finely made necklaces of a silvery looking metal. Could be silver, could be platinum. And they have little gems on them. Now, this is, of course, something you could sell, but I would recommend that you don't. There is an inscription on the back of each of these. It identifies you as a friend of Blingdenstone and as a shaper of clay in the Temple of Smooth Hands. It's written in Gnomish, which of course some dwarves can read, and it is my firm belief that any Gnomish, including Svefneblin, group that you encounter, and many dwarvish groups, including possibly the Duergar, as well as surface dwarves, will respect the fact that you have helped one of the small underground races. It is the closest I can give you to diplomatic protection. It won't help you with everyone, and in some cases you may not want to show this to the wrong group. But in a moment of need, when you need to be taken seriously or be given some sort of sanctuary, you may attempt to use this and trade on my reputation. And this is the best I can give you. And know that you always will have a home here. And she motions for each of you to lower your necks so that she can place the amulet around your neck. Does everybody allow themselves to be invested?
Yes.
Yes.
I bend way down.
Okay. She gets it over Cracker's head. She gets it over Delin's head. She gets it over Orla's head. Moxie gets one. And then she looks at Byleth. And then she just dangles it over one of Byleth's horns.
Ah, thank you. I appreciate it.
So now it sort of balances out with the lantern on the other side.
Very nice.
It's asymmetrical, but in a symmetric fashion. I like it.
I like that. Ah, Jinx.
And here's an extra one for your other companion who isn't present. I hope she returns safely.
I'll take that. And I'll give it to her.
Of course. I don't think we need to give one to those three, do we? And she points at the knock-kneed Poops and Pool who's shivering at fear of what this all means. The somewhat out of it looking Myconid sponge person, and of course your slave Monsieur.
I think they're fine.
Yes, I think so too. I don't think the drow would actually benefit from it at all. I don't think anything's going to help him really. Except maybe growing a pair. Well, I guess on that note, I can only wish you good fortune. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you very much. And you're
Thank
welcome
you.
for everything we did.
Good. Well, safe travels. And, well, as they say, stay in touch. And then she immediately, unceremoniously, looks down at her desk and starts filling out requisition orders. And she looks up again. Are you still here?
I mean, before we leave, I'd like to beckon Moxie over to me.
Okay.
Moxie?
Moxie's gonna cock an eyebrow and be like, yes.
Okay, so I have a proposition. And I take off one of my 2 platinum rings. Now this is a friendship ring. So if you wear it and we get in danger, I can activate like some magic and you'll be protected. The problem is any harm that you would have suffered then goes to me. So if you're wearing this, I don't want you to like go running into trouble just because you can. And also I advise you to stay within 60 feet of me, and even possible, I mean, probably it's the best if you actually stay behind me, because I mean, I can probably take an arrow. It's not gonna pierce this armor, but you might not be that lucky. So yeah, please be careful when you're wearing this. But yeah, and stay close.
Can I respectfully decline?
I mean, yes, you can recline. Byleth,
Drama.
Byleth, I wasn't
I
gonna
don't
offer.
want your friendship.
I wasn't gonna offer this to you because you did seem a bit stronger, like you could handle yourself. Um, I've like you look scary. Um, but if you want my protection, you have it, and I offer her the ring.
Aw, thank you.
Will you
I
take
would
it?
gladly take it.
Okay.
I was already like playing dramatic, you know.
Aw.
Yeah, I was about to get awkward if you got it refused twice.
Aw.
It's like, what's going on here?
Okay, I mean,
Yes, that was very nice.
someone didn't want my friendship ring, but I'm very glad
it had
that.
stipulations that I disagreed with.
I mean, the stipulations were so you wouldn't get me killed, but okay.
I'll pass.
Yeah, she's a free spirit, obviously.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
it doesn't matter because Byleth and I are friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are. Delin has offered to travel with the caravan for the time being. There are a number of people who are in the caravan who, although they are healthy enough to travel, they aren't feeling 100%, but they're required to go to Graven Hollow because they have various personal missions that they're on. One of them is a scribe who represents the kingdom of Gauntlgrim, and most of them are there for similar reasons, looking for some sort of answers to all of the disruption that's been ongoing, both in the Underdark as well as on the surface, according to first or secondhand reports, depending on who you're speaking to within the caravan itself. She'll join you shortly. The trip is expected to take up to 3 weeks to get there, depending on exactly where it is. I haven't been there myself, but I've got good notes from the former First Ranger. By all accounts, we need to get in close proximity to the actual entrance of Graven Hollow before we can actually find it, which is why teleportation doesn't work. Its current location, according to our friend over here, and he points at the wizard that you had met previously, Xiao Tzu from Shaolong, is that this location has been fixed at least for a few decades. It could change at any time, and it does reverberate in and out of time and space. So even though it is in a temporarily fixed location, it isn't always accessible. We have to wait for it, basically. There may be some tie in to some heavenly body above the surface or some other internal workings that we're not familiar with. But essentially, if we get close, camp out, we'll be able to find both the entrance as well as time it so that we can use the entrance. In the meantime, we can take several routes. I believe y'all expressed some interest in getting to the Dark Lake, and now looks like we need to get there anyway to meet your party member. At the same time, however, if you wanted to take a detour to try to go to one of these other settlements, possibly to the fish folk here, no offense there, or maybe see some of the mushroom people, we could try to do that. Our traveling speed will be such that the caravan will still catch up to us only after a matter of a few days, even if we take a detour. It would leave them exposed, at least for that portion of the journey, but it's really up to you. The Queen has made it clear that in thanks and recognition of the service you've already provided, we can't ask you to sacrifice more than you have already done. And if you feel your mission requires that you take the detour and leave the caravan on its own, well, they'll just have to make do. They would have had to do it anyway, even if you hadn't been coming along. So it's not without risk, but it's also not that they're going to be completely exposed. plus your friend will be with them for at least part of the journey.
Cracker Byleth, wasn't there like somewhere we needed to be, like a city and then also maybe a tree? Is that on the way?
Well, I know the mushroom people was something that Dylan kept going on about.
Oh,
You know, to find out more about the mold and check in
I mean,
and
yeah, there was like the Dark Lake, of course, then like Aramacus, and I don't know, didn't somebody talk about a place that goes like, I don't know, Slurpy Sloop or something in the last session? I also didn't know what they meant.
Sounds like a new
Slurpy
flavor
Sloop.
from 7-Eleven for
I know,
frozen
right?
drinks.
Slurpy Sloop.
Something
Combination
like that.
dessert and starter. Slurpee Sloop. Yes, that's true. Well, I tell you what, why don't we get on the road and we'll get to the Dark Lake first, and from there y'all can decide if you want to take a detour someplace else. It's as good a stopping point as any, and there'll be a couple of rest points on the way. Um, if you decide you need to make a further decision change, then we can do that then. In the meantime, the Queen has given me a location on a map that would bring us reasonably close to the Dark Lake, but not on the shores itself, which, although it's generally understood that there's a détente amongst warring races around the Dark Lake because it's a natural resource, there's no guarantee that we wouldn't potentially be attacked by marauding groups of slavers or even just hungry predators. But there's another location that's not very far from it that has both access to food and water and shelter, and if necessary, even has an underground passage to the Dark Lake, but we'd have to go through the water itself. Now, she's given me a scroll here, water breathing. That should cover most of us, and if we need to, we can try to swim the distance. It'll be hard, but it's not impossible, and at least it'll give us some cover if we're being attacked by something on land. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
that sounds good.
Alrighty then. Shall we set off?
All right.
Anybody still need any supplies? Any more javelins or any other bits of armor? Things to dangle from your horns?
No, I'm happy with my ring.
All
Me
right.
too.
You guys all check out the souvenir shop.
Oh,
Is there a souvenir shop?
No, of course there isn't a souvenir shop. I was just kidding. My
Aw.
goodness, you people. Is that all you ever think about is shopping?
Apparently.
Well, Dylan has me on a budget. I'm not really great with money.
I mean, yeah, I have like 100 gold pieces debt to Dylan, so
Well, it sounds like y'all couldn't afford it anyway. Best not to be running out of town owing money to people you never be invited back, queen or no queen. All right, let's head out. You all start taking a very long journey. It is both winding and slow and incredibly tough going, but for the most part, it isn't altogether dangerous. This area near Blingdenstone has been cleared out, which Pierce reminds you came at the cost of a number of the Rangers. It also has been the case that because of the previous attacks by the Drow over the years, not just the original attack on Blingdenstone, but occasional forays to make sure that the place wasn't being repopulated by Sverfneblin, that there aren't too many organized groups coming in and out. And the purple worms themselves have been held at bay, again, thanks in part to the Rangers having secured some of the various pheromones from the other purple worms that have been used as a warning scent. Time passes, and a few weeks go by, it's mostly just tough trudging every day, eating the same dried various types of mushrooms and occasionally some jerky made from rotha or some other beast that you don't ask too many questions about for those of you who like to eat meat. There's plenty of fresh water, and Pierce is obviously extremely familiar with the Underdark and incredibly resourceful. He finds lichen that grows on the side of the walls, some of it bioluminescent, and he finds ways to make teas out of them that help flavor some of the rather bland, dry travel food you have, or also even squeeze some sort of moisture out of it so that you can get some fresh liquids in you besides just the water that you had stored from your Blingdenstone travels. Every few days or so, Pierce sends off one of these little paper bats to update the queen or keep in touch with the caravan. Delin says that she's got to stay a little bit longer because there are a couple of people coming down with some sickness that looks similar to the type of sickness that you had seen on the surface relating to the mold. She's a bit worried that there's a bit of an outbreak, but hopefully it won't spread. Everybody seems to be very aware of it, so those people who seem to be affected have been somewhat quarantined in the back of the caravan train. Into the third week, Pierce says, "All right, we're just about near that camping location I told you about. Another couple miles, we should be there. And as far as the queen has told me, and she did send me a paper bat not too long ago, everything seems in place for your friend to join you. Said something, fingers crossed, whatever that means. I'm not sure if that was the queen saying it or your friend, but sounds like it's not 100%. We'll just have to wing it. I'll scout on ahead, and I'll let you know if the coast is clear."
Be careful.
"Oh, yes, ma'am. Absolutely. But then again, if I die, there's always someone to bring me back. Hopefully." All right. Now, we normally take a break at 10:30, but because I think the next section is going to be a little bit I think it'd be better to be continuous. Is it all right if we take a break a little early now?
Sure, you
Yeah.
can do it.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Okay. Hi, we hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, "Roll initiative," yell back,
Here.
Here, hold my earrings.
Here, my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
Okay, so Pierce scouts ahead and then comes back and whispers to the rest of you, "All right, I think it's clear up ahead. There's a little waterfall and there should be some space for us to find some camping locations. And I believe this is where we're supposed to meet your friend, if she's got the right coordinates. Let's go check it out, shall we?" And you move slowly forward and cautiously. You find yourselves in a large cavern. It has a bit of fungus that glows along the walls, giving you just enough light that it's low light, so everybody with dark vision can see normally. I believe Orla and Byleth will be suffering somewhat.
I'm casting a light on my shield and just have it in front of me.
Okay, yep, like a little torch. And Byleth, of course, has her dangling lantern stroke headwear.
Mhm.
All the rage amongst the Dragonborn this year. Pierre says, "Why don't we just camp out and see what happens? She said she'd be here soon." It isn't long after that you spot a wrinkle in the magical weave start to open up. And of course, Yoni appears. Sorry, Mira, I mean.
Potato, potato.
Sorry. The first thing you all notice is that Mira looks very different. She's not wearing her original leathers. She's got a big robe on. She's got a funny pointy hat and a little stick in her hand.
Am I saying Wingardium Leviosa?
Cracker floats slightly off the ground.
Ja, the wizard Harry.
Was that supposed to be Hagrid?
Yeah, I failed miserably.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so she does look a bit haggard, if that's helpful. Nobody's gonna say anything? Mira!
Oh, yeah.
What
Wow,
happened to
I don't
you?
know what.
Oh, hi. Hello. How are you?
You look a bit different. Hair, something about your face.
In a good way?
Are you sure you are who you say you are?
I am Mira. Hello. You are Cracker.
How do you get your hair
Good.
so shiny? What's the secret?
It's literally me.
Then answer my question, please.
Yoni?
I use lube. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
I use cream in my hair. I use some cream.
Have you ever shared that with anyone before? Like given something of that to someone?
Yes, I recall Violet used all of it the first time I met her.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's her, and I'd like to go forward and give her like a quick hug.
Me too.
Nice to see you.
And I give you your
Husband.
ointment back. There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Did you use anything?
Just a tad, but I was careful.
Oh, and we have a present for
you.
you, and I give her the
Oh my
necklace.
god. Ooh.
I mean,
shiny.
It's not technically from me, it's technically from the queen. But I mean, I could have, yeah, so I kept it safe for you during all these weeks.
Cute. Did we all
Don't
get
sell
one?
it.
We all got one.
I won't. I'll put it on. And Mira puts it on. Oh, it says something in a language I don't understand. This is not some curse, is it?
No, it identifies us as a friend of Blingdenstone, shaper of clay of the Temple of Smooth Hands. I mean, I think that's what it says.
Nice.
That's what she said. And it could just say something completely stupid and she was just fucking with us.
like those tattoos we'll get in languages they can't read.
Mhm.
I wouldn't put it past her, to be honest. So how are things going here? Also, this looks very grim. Like, where are... I didn't think it would be this dark.
I mean, I
Oh.
shine my shield around a bit. See, it's not that dark.
It is
I have dark
literally the
vision, thank you,
Underdark.
but
I was going to say, this is the Underdark.
I think it must be, yeah, it's been so long. Like, I've been in Silverymoon for a few weeks, so I have to get used to this again. I just got a nice tan. It's all going to go to waste. Anyway, so what happened while I was gone?
I mean, nothing much. We just traveled here. What happened with you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news first?
bad news.
You might want to sit down for this. This is going to take a while.
Well, why don't we all move over to the waters? I can get a drink and we can camp out.
Okay.
And Poops and Pool immediately jumps into the water and starts wiggling around, doing the backstroke.
What is that? What is that thing?
Poops and Pool? He's just Poops and Pool.
Have you not met Poops
So-
and Pool?
I would think so.
No.
You're-
Who the
you're in the
fuck is
bar with
Poops
us.
and Pool?
I
It's a little
thought
fish,
we met him.
fish buddy.
I vaguely remember seeing them, but honestly, I was way too busy being abandoned by man. Oh, there's Malibone with a lot less clothes.
Yeah,
Where did his clothes go?
he jumps into the water, climbs back
Ask
out. His
Moxie.
body is glistening. His hair is all dripping wet. He looks like Bo Derek in 10 coming out of the water.
Well,
My
damn.
ult's like a 90-degree head turn.
Who is that?
Well, hello there. So, I'll catch up on everything that's happening in Silvermoon. So, this is going to take a while. The land north of the land north of Neverwinter City has been corrupted. The shady but important city of Luskan has not been heard from for weeks, and no trade from north of the Spine has come through months. The mold has spread south from the spine of the world into Neverwinter Forest and nearly covering most of the farmland around the great city. The city survives through food imports from the sea, funded in part by the Zentarim pronunciation. Zentarim, who have taken control of part of the city, but corruption and fear grip Neverwinter and thousands have fled. Others have tried to take up positions with the wealthy nobles and merchants who have homes elsewhere, some even willingly entering into an indentured servitude, and Mira gives like a glance to Malibone. To gain passage on a large ship, and others have joined the ranks of Zentarim, hoping to be reassigned to a safer post. That's the north. Or south. North? Yes, that's the north. In the east, cities with great magical resources or underground facilities or natural barriers such as volcanoes have fared better. Silverymoon has held the mold back, but at the cost of nearly exhausting its defensive arcanist, the Spellguard. It is a military secret as to how many have been laid from exhaustion or overcome by the mold from contact, but most of my class of fellow spellcasters have been drafted to fill the Spellguard's ranks. No one could remember when this last happened, short of an actual war. Even bards, ergo me, have had their studies terminated and forced to retrain as healers or combat specialists or alchemists, because singing, dance, art, and poetry are not a priority right now. So, when you said I look different, it's because it literally told me you can't be a bard anymore. So here I am. There is talk at Silverymoon in conjunction with other great cities in the Lord's Alliance, and they are working on a plan, but there is a disagreement over who should bear the cost. Cities on the front line say all should share in the effort. Those farther south, as well as nations such as Arm, who have their own forces, feel this is a localized problem. Undoubtedly, there is some cynical opportunism involved. I was given a crash course in necromancy in the hopes that I would be able to take a position on the front line. I tried to explain what you guys were doing, but they wouldn't really listen. Also, Agamemnon did weigh in, and they did listen to him, but yeah, the leading minds of the court for the High Mage, Bethramar Arasume, son of Alustral Silverhand did not understand why and I quote, ragtag group of adventurers would be able to solve the issue when they couldn't. So I didn't want to go to the front line. I don't really like fighting in a war. And I wanted to join you guys again, so I basically stole a scroll of teleportation. With the help of Agamemnon, so it's not all me. And we got it to work. That's basically how I got here. Any questions?
Necromancy.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's basically studying the forces of life and death.
Oh, like a healer, like me.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's you could say it's a sort of healing, yes.
I give you a high
But
five.
speaking of necromancy, I give you a high five back. But speaking of necromancy, actually, while I was studying with the professor in charge of necromantic studies, Professor Galen Sourwine, it needed to be Sourpuss because he's a real sourpuss, honestly. But while I was studying under him, I heard that the Red Wizards came to Silverymoon, and they were asked by the High Mage for an alliance, because apparently the undead are unaffected by the mold, but corpses of those affected by the mold are not always able to be reanimated. And for the Red Wizards, of course, this has a lot of economic impact, as undead slaves are a primary source of labor for them. It was under discussion, but in return, the Red Wizards wanted information on a lich, Terrell Var, who was presumed destroyed, but now seems to be dropping hints that he is still alive. I overheard this while I was looking for the professor, so I don't know what you make of this, but that's also happening.
So no more bards?
Nope.
Okay. Can I go back to Blingdenstone then?
Why?
I don't think I don't like not being a bard.
What? Oh yeah, well, I guess technically you're still a bard. As long as you don't go back to Silverymoon. Because then they will, either train you to be a healer or a soldier.
Yay?
Huh.
More slavery.
That was my reaction.
I love
that was
it.
my reaction. They even took my instruments. I only have my lyre.
What about Conclave?
What do you mean?
Like, in what shape is it?
It's still there.
Oh, one positive thing.
I also met a friend of yours, Satina. I believe
What?
she was called.
Cool.
Yeah, Satina.
Satina.
I
Oh my god.
I thought she
yeah,
was enslaved in
she,
a library.
Yeah, she was supposed to help with the library, but now with the war that they actually don't really call a war, but is basically a war, she has been reassigned to scribing fireball spells. Spell scrolls for other wizards to fling into the mold. Oh yeah, and the Conclave, though it is a university, it actually looks a lot like a fortress now.
Ooh.
So maybe you don't have to worry about the labs. There's a lot of military defense there. It's actually one big factory and a hospital. It's one big alchemical factory and a hospital. So while people are still studying there, it's mostly to be either healers or soldiers. Hence why there are no bards. Because they say we are useless. Well, you are useless, I guess.
Useless my big toe.
You tell them that.
I will. If I by chance happen to end up upstairs in Silvery Moon. We'll see.
Yeah, that's also why I really couldn't walk out, because they were like, Mira, go join the wall, fling firebolts. And I was like, no thanks.
So if
And they did not like
Understandable.
that.
if you run into them again, or if you run into them again, are they gonna like arrest you for being a deserter now?
I actually haven't thought of that.
Great.
Maybe.
All right.
I didn't
Well
think
then.
that far ahead, honestly.
What else is new?
I guess we need to solve this problem. Maybe when everything's solved, I can go back. I don't think I should go back just to be safe, but maybe when we fix this, we can all go back and Moxie wouldn't need to be afraid of having to retrain.
And we can stuff it in their face saying, ha, Ragtag did better than you.
I wouldn't call us ragtag.
I wouldn't either, but that's what they called us.
Their words, not mine.
That's why I said they.
Some of you can kind of look ragtag sometimes. I'll give them that.
Who of
You
us?
spend your life. You spend all that time in the Underdark. See how you look.
I mean, yeah, I just got these new robes, so I'm feeling the drip, you know.
Mhm.
Very
Sounds like a
jealous of
personal
your drip.
problem.
Or a personal win.
C'est la vie.
So yeah, that's basically what happens. Are there any questions?
I mean, now that you're a necromancer, yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're
Yes.
good? Maybe good enough to bring back my dead parents? Do you think you can do this? And I'm
Hold
coming-
up. Rewind. Your parents are dead.
Yeah, they are. But you could,
This-
you know, reanimate them.
Well, I literally turned into a necromancer like a few weeks ago. So right now, the only thing I could do is probably recycle them.
No, thank you. All right. We will have this talk again sometime. I will come back to you.
I maybe if I study a bit more, I will be able to help you. But right now, honestly, I mean, I just turned into a necromancer, so, and I literally fled from my professor.
All right. I understand. But
Pal-
maybe
I
someday.
also don't
I
know what
hope.
happened to my accent.
Byleth, I didn't know your parents were dead. I'm so sorry.
It's a bit tragic. I don't like to talk about it, honestly.
How long ago did it happen?
Well, it was the day the university got caught in this
I don't know.
demon havoc.
I don't know anything about that, so you're gonna have to give me a like time reference.
Well, I was still a bit younger,
Oh,
you
okay.
know. I was studying, so it was
Okay.
like 5 years ago.
Okay.
So yeah, short summary: the world is fucked.
Seems like it.
Apt description.
Underdark's not looking so bad now.
No, it's not.
No.
Let's just stay
Very
here.
cozy.
Good news. I'm still alive.
Yeah, we were worried.
Yay. Aw, thank
I
you.
didn't doubt you'd be fine.
Aw.
You're tough.
I was worried about you guys too.
Well, now at least there's only one of me.
There was always just one of you.
Yeah, but now I'm the only bard. Life is good.
Yes. Yes, that's no competition anymore.
Who said there was any?
Well, you said that yourself, so we'll just leave it at that. I was trying to flatter you, honestly.
Don't need it. Some of us don't need flattery.
Well, looks like everybody's back. Let's all set up camp and change the subject.
Sure, why
Good.
not?
Let's set a watch.
Can we
And
like go bathing in here?
the
Do you
water
wanna
looks
go
all
in?
right to me.
You want to go in there after poops and pool? Be my guest.
Yeah, there's a floater, like just slowly circling around. Which, you know, as soon as Sponge sees it, he dives right in and goes after it, chasing after it in a circle.
See, Sponge is clearing that up. Do you think there's? I mean, because I know Dylan's not here, and maybe if we can find a pearl for her to give her when she comes back, that would be nice.
That is
Oh my
true.
god, I should have gotten the pearl and Silvery Moon.
Did you not?
She forgot.
While she was studying wizardly magic, she still didn't get a pearl. Nice.
I mean,
Honestly, what do you
everything
like? You
was
had
so
3 weeks in
overwhelming.
Silvery Moon.
Typical.
everything happened so fast.
Had time to steal a teleportation scroll, but not borrow a pearl. Yeah, well, yeah.
Excuses,
Oh my God.
excuses.
I'll take off my armor and my shield, and I'll dive into the water.
I'll help.
Yeah. It's
See
are
what
you
I can
helping
find.
dive into the water or dive in? Oh, you're helping.
Are you helping me get undressed?
Yes, apparently.
I think you can do that yourself.
There's a lot of this going on around here.
I'm helping.
Since when is everyone
searching for
undressing?
pearls.
I mean, not just pearls, like anything valuable or like interesting I find in the water, except for floaters. I'm gonna hope Sponge takes care of those.
Yeah, Sponge is acting as sort of a mobile filter. He's just sort of soaking it all up. Everywhere he goes, as soon as he's passed by, the water looks crystal clear afterward.
Mira is going to take the moisturizer and is going to use it.
Right. It's basically, you guys are sunbathing by the pool, except it's underdark, and there's like just a little bit of green glowing fungus to give you a little bit of a tan with.
Bioluminescent, bioluminescent bathing.
My shield is still
absolutely.
glowing, kind of like a, you know, like those sunbeds. If you lie like directly underneath it.
Oh, Mira is going to use it like one of those, like, you know, those things you can fold out when you lay in the sun.
The reflectors underneath
The
your
reflectors.
neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mira is going to take the shield and use it like that.
It's quite a scene, actually. Pierce is just looking there. He pushes his hat back on his head, scratches his forehead, and goes, "Yep. Well, now I've seen everything."
Literally.
Literally. While you guys are swimming around in here, Pierce decides to go set a watch. I'll keep an eye out down here, and maybe your owl friend can keep an eye back there so we don't get surprised. And we'll make camp for the night and set off in the morning. Well, whatever the morning is. You guys have a lovely afternoon swimming, and there are some fish, some blind white fish in the pool, but there are no oysters or mussels or anything. The water isn't stagnant. It seems to flow through that underground tunnel that the Queen referenced. And unless you want to use the scroll of water breathing to try to explore through the tunnel into the Dark Lake, which Pierce doesn't feel like you should do unless it's an absolute emergency, you're not going to be able to get too far because it's so deep. The pool itself is about 30 feet deep, and then 10 meters. And then the passageway to the Dark Lake seems to be at the bottom, heading out to the east this way.
Do we find anything interesting? Like just a like really nice rock maybe, or
Sure.
some
Yeah.
points.
Roll perception checks. Yeah. Anybody rolling perception?
Oh, it's an 8.
Oh no.
We perceive nothing.
Well, you do find rocks. Whether or not you find them, attractive enough to weigh yourselves down with is subjective, of course. There are some bones. They seem to be a mix of humanoid and other creatures that you don't recognize. Also, there are occasionally fish skeletons.
Creepy.
There's also a little bit of what you assume is trash, or it could be something that's a sign of a struggle, but it looks like it's been in the water a long time. A broken sword with the hilt intact, but the blade broken in half. There is something that appears to be a boot, like a leather boot the size of an elf, maybe. You don't find anything really valuable in there. As you guys come out of the water, though, everybody roll a Constitution saving throw who went into the water, which I think is everybody except for Mira.
I wasn't in
Maybe
the
not.
I
water.
didn't go either.
Maybe not Cracker. Oh, yeah.
Only-
Now suddenly nobody.
No, I'm over here.
Well, no, seriously. I'm
All
just
right,
sitting
all
here
right.
on the
Yes.
edge.
I'll
Yes,
use
yes,
my
yes.
I'm
inspiration.
watching.
Dangling your toes.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. All right.
That's a 24
Wow.
Oh,
Yes.
for a natural 20.
8.
Uh-huh.
Just as good.
Just as good. Yeah, okay, if you say so. All right, so Byleth, you come out and your skin looks beautiful. It's glowing. You take 2 points of acid damage.
Oh,
Apparently, it's just acidic enough that it burns.
Mm.
And as you come out, you realize that you smell like sulfur.
I'm resistant to
Orla,
acid, so I'm
so
chilling.
you'll take 1. Yep.
Mhm.
Orla doesn't take any damage.
But
And of course, the rest of you didn't.
but I do take a small stone, maybe the size of a pearl. Like super tiny.
To try to fool somebody. It's jagged, but okay, fine. It's a jagged pearl.
Hold up, you
yeah.
said that Violet looks great, like her skin is glowing?
Yep.
Mira jumps in.
Okay. All right,
Oh,
Mira.
I can't
roll
move my
con.
token.
Oh, you
I
can't?
can't move my token. No.
Why not? Why not? Controlled by. Oh, you should be able to. It's your character token, isn't it?
Oh, now I can. Now I can.
Well, I've changed it, but you should have been able to move it anyway. Okay.
That's
Anyway.
a 16 for the Constitution.
All right. You are not affected by the acid, and therefore your skin does not change.
Mira jumps in again.
Apparently, whatever you did on the surface seems to have, given you a little bit of resistance to it. So, there you go. It'll take a while of soaking to get all the dead skin cells that are currently protecting you off. Sponge sees you're distressed, comes over and offers to soak it up by leaning against you, so that parts of his skin are absorbing whatever is dead on your skin.
Go ahead.
And he just sort of flops on top of you.
Things I do for beauty.
Yeah, exactly. Poopsie Pool just keeps swimming. He's happy. Maliborn comes out. He also seems to have gotten the benefit of a little bit of an acid wash. So you guys set up a nice little camp. Where do you guys want to sleep?
Also,
Pierce says he'll take the first watch.
I'm putting my armor back on and just holding my shield. As
I'll
soon
take
as I get
second
out.
watch.
Okay.
I can take a watch, but I can't really see like much aside from like where my shield is, like the light. So I can't see that far. Is anyone else who can see? Is there anyone else who can see a bit better? Maybe who can share watch with me?
I can take a watch. Mira can take a watch.
Yeah. Okay.
And Mira would like to go over to Byleth, if possible, before they go to bed.
Sure.
Hi, Byleth.
Oh,
All right.
So, I would think it would be really cool if we could like compare spell books.
sure. I also have like some scrolls left.
Ooh.
It's Alarm and Detect Magic. If you don't have that yet. I think you got Detect Magic, but
Yeah, I have Detect Magic, but Alarm would be great.
yeah, I can give that to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As a reminder, if you use a spell scroll to copy, if you copy a spell scroll into your spell book as a wizard, the scroll itself is destroyed. But if you copy from one spell book to another spell book, it doesn't affect the either spell book. Well, other than copying the spell.
Oh, can I instead copy Alarm from your book? I think that would be like environmentally friendly.
Oh yeah, sure, that's also fine. I can just, or I'm just showing her like the stuff I have.
Okay.
Just send it to you.
Who's got the money?
That's the
Oops.
problem.
Mira is poor. She's like.
We've just been comparing, and then it's the question.
Where's the
I know I
meter?
just arrived, but can I lend some money? Borrow.
Gold you can have. I mean, I'm not going to use it down here.
That would be greatly appreciated. How much have you got?
Me? That's all I got. 10 gold. Dylan has most of it. She's Miss Moneybags.
I mean, I will take the 10. Thank you.
Isn't copying a spell 50?
Every bit counts.
Yay!
Now I have 22. So I'm just longingly staring at the spell book.
We're getting there.
I am poor.
Wait, you have to buy your
Maybe we
spells?
can do it some other time.
You have to spend money on your spells?
Yes, it's horrible, isn't it?
I mean, if you want to become a cleric, we get those for free. Just saying.
I mean, I just retrained. Like, I just did a course. Like, I'm kind of tired of studying.
You don't have to study, you just have to believe.
Believe in what?
In, for example, Shanti, or whoever god you prefer. It's very neat.
What? Is what?
Shanti, it's the golden goddess. She gives me my powers.
So you're a warlock?
No, she's a god. I don't know what a warlock is.
Never mind. Thank you for the offer. I do really like the idea of not spending money, but I literally just retrained, and I feel like my brain is going to explode if I try again.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I guess being a wizard is kind of cool. Like, look at Byleth.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
Byleth is very cool.
That's
why I mean, honestly, Byleth was one of the reasons why I chose to become a wizard, because she's so cool. Like, come on.
Aww.
Like, I wanted to do that. And no offense, healing is great, but I am not the most caring type.
It's true.
At least I'm self-aware.
Yes. All right. Y'all should get some shut-eye, or at least shut up, because I can hear you from way over here.
You don't have to listen.
It's not me. It's anybody else out there.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have I don't have silence prepared, so I can't like just give us a bubble to like have the slumber party.
I mean, I know a different way to make him not perceive things. It involves a bit of bloodshed, but it would be silent for him.
Jesus. Well,
Y'all thought I was violent.
she's certainly picked up a certain nasty streak in her.
Yeah.
Of
So you
course,
guys
I was
are
joking. I don't mean I'm going to kill him.
Huh. Sure.
It's called sarcasm.
I can
go to
Definitely
sleep.
sarcasm. Shut up!
We have a long day ahead of us.
Just gonna curl up on my little ledge and take a nap.
I will
All right.
I will
Okay,
I will like snap my finger and like the light on my shield goes out and I kind of just use it as a blanket, like just put it on top of me in case there's rocks
Okay.
falling in the middle of the night.
Oh, good thinking. Yeah.
Mira tells Pierce to wake her up for the next watch and then curls up in a corner.
Okay. All right. So let's all roll a perception check for everybody who's on watch at some point. You can roll a separate one for what's your owl's name again? Ivy?
Do I get disadvantage because of like the darkness? Although I would turn on my shield if when I'm taking watch.
No, it's fine. You can roll normally.
13.
All right. Okay, so as Byleth is sitting there with Ivy, is the second one Ivy? Oh, the first one's just Byleth. You haven't rolled for Ivy separately.
Yeah, the first one. I
That's
mean,
fine.
I only rolled once.
The first
That's
is the
okay.
Constitution save.
Yep. Well, Byleth suddenly startles everybody else and goes, "Oh!" And Byleth sees a beautiful unicorn at the edge of the pond sipping water. It lifts its head, shakes its mane, and looks at Byleth.
Cool. I've seen this one before. Or this type at least.
Do you wake
Definitely.
anybody up? Or do you just sort of sit there and admire it quietly? Do you attack it?
Yeah, I'll wake the people around me up. But just if they get up at a hey, look, something cool.
Oh,
If they're
definitely.
like sleeping like a stone, then
Okay.
Do we have to
Is
roll
everybody
something
waking
for
up?
waking up?
No, you don't have to wake. You don't have to roll anything.
Mira wakes up and she shrieks.
oh,
Oh my god!
Can I try to like?
Moxie
And
startles
she runs
falls
for
off.
the unicorn. She runs for the unicorn.
That's not how you approach horses.
Apparently, that's how she approaches horses.
I'm never waking anybody up again.
Yeah, as you approach it, it moves towards you actually. And
best
it
day of my
starts to nuzzle Mira.
Oh my god. I have died and gone to heaven.
Will somebody shut her up so I can go back to sleep, please? Oh.
It's so beautiful. Mira's just stroking the unicorn, just mesmerized.
And
I love you.
Suddenly, the unicorn bites Mira's face with a crit.
I'm watching in horror.
It is terrifying, absolutely terrifying. For 4 points plus 5 points plus 4 more points.
Oh my god.
That'll be 13 points of damage as it bites a chunk off of Mira's face.
Ow!
Mira
Wow.
screams again, but now not in glee, but in terror.
And as it does so, Mira, roll a wisdom saving throw. So the bite is part of it, but the other 5 points is actually psychic damage as Mira feels briefly like her memories are flashing through her mind. She suddenly has a throwback of the moment when she became a bard. She has a throwback to when she started training as a necromancer, seeing her first corpse. And you all look as this thing continues to attack Mira. Let's roll for initiative.
So I took 13 points.
Yes, you took 13 points.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense that I crit failed on that.
Just had
Little
a chunk of
shocked.
face removed from you.
Yeah.
Not the face.
Not the face, exactly. All right, I guess that makes sense. We'll call it 12. All right. So, we're going to say the unicorn went first. So, actually, she should be here. Moxie.
Yes. My turn, I guess.
Yep.
Let's see here. What shall we do to the unicorn? I guess we shall. I don't know if that's close enough or not. Let me look. Yep. We will cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. It should be cast as an attack off of your character sheet.
Yep.
Off
I missed
the
the.
attack section of your character sheet.
Yep.
Is it not set up as an attack?
It should be. Yeah, I missed the button. Here we go.
Okay.
Ta-da!
All right. Roll the saving throw for this thing.
Holy shenanigans!
Man.
Wow. All right. So
I
does
should
it
not
take
be
half
rolling.
damage then?
Let's see. Yeah, 3d6. No, it says it wasn't failed. It the target takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
Yep. Okay.
So 6.
So that'll be 6 points. Okay. Yeah. It screams. You hear an echoing sound coming from within the lake itself. What else, Moxie?
Moxie is gonna move over here,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna stay up here.
Okay. Byleth.
I want to cast Magic Missile because I haven't done that in a while. So at first I want to move back so that I'm not getting my face, what happened to her. I don't want that happening to me. So I'm casting that from a distance.
Now
At
you
first
are
level.
close to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you started next to it.
Yeah.
So
Oh. Well.
you can still move. It's just,
Yeah. That's annoying. All right. Then I would like to cast Hideous Laughter. I hope he understands it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a save. It doesn't need to understand you. That's the funny thing about this spell. Okay. Can you adjust it, amend that spell description so that it includes the name of the spell, please?
Uh-huh.
Can you have a moment? That'd be great. Thanks. And it also, yeah, okay, great. So it starts laughing and making a sound that sounds like a horse laughing, and then it stops and it just looks at you with a dead stare. and shakes his mane. All right.
I'm sorry.
Anything else for Byleth?
Just wasn't too funny.
Yeah, wasn't funny at all. Okay, so Mira.
Mira is being traumatized
She is being traumatized.
because something she absolutely adores just attacked her viciously, is now laughing.
Mhm.
So Mira is going to cast Mage Armor on herself.
Okay.
And is going to try to crawl away.
Okay.
So maybe like in the direction of Orla. Like, help
Mommy,
me!
help.
I don't want to live with the consequences of my actions.
Okay.
Serves
Is
you right.
there going to be an attack of opportunity?
If you're moving away from it, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm just going to crawl to Orla.
Okay. Yeah, Rebecca, why don't you roll that attack of opportunity?
Okay. Is it with disadvantage because it's prone?
Who's prone?
The unicorn.
Why is the unicorn prone?
He
Because
just
of
took damage from the distant whispers. He
Nope.
didn't go
Oh, right.
down.
No, because of the spell from Byleth, right?
Oh no, that
No,
made it shook it off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
I
I'll
wasn't
12.
funny enough.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
sorry if that wasn't clear. Yeah.
Okay.
But the distant whispers, it wasn't successful either. So
Oh no, it's a
It-
17 on an
it took,
attack.
yeah. Oh no,
Yeah, because
Mira. I think a 17 plus whatever bonus is going to hit you.
Yeah, it's going to hit me.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, thank God.
4. So that's 8 points altogether.
Mira's down.
Mira's down here.
So she just screams and falls unconscious.
Yep. And this thing is like just literally chewing on her face. Orla.
okay. So, I mean, to be real, I saw her run across to this animal who might have gotten scared. Because, I mean, let's say for my background, I've probably seen like toddlers trying to like tug on a cat's tail and then they got like a paw to the face and the cat didn't really mean it. I've seen unicorns, they're very nice. So I think the only logical thing is I'm going to move closer and I'm going to take out. I mean, I know I have rations. What sort of rations would I maybe have? Is there a carrot among it?
I mean, if you're talking about iron rations, I don't think carrots are in iron rations.
No, like just like rations, like to eat.
I mean, maybe not a carrot, but if it's something that you think that might appeal to a horse, then yeah, maybe there's like the equivalent of an energy bar or something,
Okay.
like a bunch of nuts and honey, sort of melded
Yeah.
together in a.
Because I don't know if they eat cheese, so I'd like to hold out my hand towards this unicorn,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, I'm your friend. We're your friends. Please don't attack us. You can have all the nuts and all the food you want, and we can be friends.
Okay. I guess that's persuasion, unless you want something else.
Let me check. Can it be animal handling?
It's not really an animal, but I'll let you roll with it.
Great. That's an 18.
Technically monstrosities. It shakes its head and speaks in common. Yes. Of course. Just lower your head and let me kiss it.
I
I
can't see this but my face is like, oh.
I lower my head.
Okay. Let's go to Cracker.
Okay, well, I'm like triggered. And so I will move to,
Don't attack.
I guess I'll just move straight here. And I will, oh, this is so tricky. Because you know what? I'm just going to hit it because something's attacking someone, and that's just what I'm
I
going to do,
got
man.
it. I got it.
You got what?
Got
Lower
it
your
to
head and I
trust.
can bite your face off?
No,
Yeah.
I got it to
It's just going
trust
to
me.
kill you.
Come
No,
a
he's
little,
going to
come a little
kill
closer,
you.
spider. No, I'm just like, I would have heard what she said, and I would have seen what had happened. But I just think she's stupid.
Oh boy.
I kind
So
of
I
agree.
am, I'm recklessly attacking, and I'm raging. And here we go.
Cracker, I want to remind you that Mira's unconscious body is right there.
Oh, I know, but it was chewing on you. Here we go. And I wind up and
Oh,
hit it with a
Nice.
27.
yeah.
And a little bit of
Awesome.
damage there, hopefully.
Yeah. 17 points, eh?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I think I'm going to hit it again.
Sure. Why not?
Because, I mean, I am recklessly attacking, but the second one's without advantage. So
That's right. Yep.
I swing again. 15.
Yes, that'll hit as well. Wow, even more. That's almost. I think that was almost as much damage as the first one. Yeah, this thing just sort of rears up on its hind legs and whinnies angrily. Okay, well done, Cracker. Anything else?
I know it's not my turn, but can I give you like evil side eye?
Paying attention.
Yeah, definitely evil side eye. It attacks Cracker. Not surprisingly. Let's roll the attack. I think Rebecca should roll that attack. In fairness.
It's
That's a-
advantage, right?
Oh yeah, right, with advantage. Thank you for being honest. Yep. Well, I
Oh,
think
that's
it's
a
okay
nat
to hit
20
it.
now.
Ah.
Wow.
That's a
Nice.
unicorn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Really a unicorn, you weirdos.
4, 5, 11. That'll be 15 points of damage combined. That's a combination of 6 points of psychic damage and 9 points of piercing damage. And please roll a wisdom saving throw as well, Yvonne.
Sure, hold on. Yep. Ooh, 13.
You take a further 18 points of psychic damage,
Oh, yeah, I take all of that.
and you start forgetting who you are. Roll a d4.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
a one.
The next time you use a d20 for an attack roll or an ability check, you're going to subtract that number from it. Please remember to do that if you could.
Okay.
I'll try to do that as well. Okay. And this thing, of course, looks really pissed. All right. And that'll be its turn. Moxie.
Let's try.
I like the split in the party, though. There's... Kill it! Befriended! Kill it! Befriended!
I mean,
I'm just trying to stay alive in my little corner over here. I
Yeah,
don't
man.
need my face bitten off either.
I mean, most horses would try to bite someone's face off if they come screaming at them.
All right, let's see here. Because I'm nice and I think I'm within range. I forgot to check that. Apologies. Yep. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Mira.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. At level 2. So you get.
Thank
All
you.
right, so Mira's back up, or she's awake anyway, lying on her
Mhm.
back, missing a piece of her face. I feel like it's we should be playing that song. I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
I think she can very much feel it.
All right, very nice turn. Anything else for Moxie?
No.
Okay. Byleth.
Yes. All right. I agree with Cracker that it might not be the best idea to trust this unicorn. But to not damage it any further, I want to reduce it so that it's small and
Mhm.
cute, and it can't do as much damage if
Okay.
it were to attack Orla.
Mm. Okay.
The mini horse.
Okay. Go for the Constitution saving throw.
Um,
And if it makes its con save, there's going to be no effect on it.
yeah. I think I would like to use my portent, the 8.
Okay.
I hope it's enough or not enough.
Yeah. It. Sorry, I need to adjust it.
Hey.
Laura, when you have a moment, could you just edit that spell a little bit to make it a little bit easier to read? Just put a couple more extra lines here and
Yeah.
there and there. That'd be great.
Mhm.
Yes, and succeeds. It shrinks down to 1/4 of its original size, or 1/8 of its original weight. It looks like it's sort of half the size in all dimensions. It looks like a toy pony now. Well done. Anything else for Byleth?
Nope.
Cool.
Just chilling.
Okay, and that is a concentration save, concentration spell. Okay. All right, Mira on her back with a couple of hit points there.
Now that it's reduced, is it still going to do an attack of opportunity? Can I leave?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
I guess
actually,
my
did it
mage
have
armor.
already? So yeah, it's your new turn. So yeah, the last opportunity attack of opportunity was last opportunity attack was when Mira tried to crawl away. So
Yeah. And my mage armor stopped when I went unconscious, right? I'm not sure.
it's not a
It doesn't
it's
say
not
in
a
the
concentration spell. So I'll just say it's still up, but I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at it.
it doesn't say in the spell description.
Yeah, we'll just leave. We'll say it's
Um,
still up for now because it's not concentration.
Mira is going to cry and do nothing.
You don't want to cast a spell or attack or anything?
I don't.
You can
Yeah, let's
dodge. You
imagine
can
it.
disengage. If you want to move away without being attacked.
Oh yeah, disengage. Yeah, disengage.
Okay.
Move away.
Okay. Yeah, it tries to nip
Behind
at you,
Orla.
but you manage to just crawl around Orla's legs.
Great.
Anything else for Mira?
No,
Okay.
she's just cowering behind Orla.
Great. I love how you didn't go away any further. um,
Orla
She
is
feels
my
safe.
safe space.
yeah, but it means I can't move away.
Oops. Well, Mira just got her face bitten off, went unconscious, got back. I don't think she's thinking very rationally right now.
Okay, you know what? I'm not moving away right now. I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. You heal 6 hit points,
Thank you.
and I'm staying put. Because I mean, I'm friends with the unicorn.
Not gonna like say anything.
Huh? What?
Orla's not going to say anything to me.
I mean, I can't because I used my action to heal. Heal
Okay.
Mirror, so I can't really have a conversation.
All right. I 5 foot to there. And I don't know what's going on, but I'm still raging. And I am going to swing that great axe at this little tiny horsey.
So
24?
what? So you're not recklessly attacking then?
Not recklessly attacking.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm
alright.
not really, like you said, I'm, I feel a little forgetful.
Okay.
I'm just attacking. So that's my first attack, 24.
Wow. Yeah,
Uh,
that hits.
Okay. And I attack again, so 16.
Right. Wow.
16 and then 14, but I don't know what its resistances are.
Yeah. Okay. This thing is just like writhing around, apparently in pain. As you're slicing into it, interestingly, at this stage, you realize this thing is very, very badly injured because you're cutting into it, but not to the point where you're seeing ribs. And now you just see gray. Like you cut into it and it just slices and it's just solid gray.
No blood?
No blood. This thing looks at you. Oh yeah, you didn't you well, -1. It wouldn't have made a difference.
Sorry, yeah, -1. I
Thanks,
totally
Laura.
forgot. Sounds forgetful, I warned
It's
you.
really helpful. Oh yeah, -1. Okay, so it's going to attack Cracker again. Let's have Laura roll the attack roll.
7.
All right. And what is Cracker's armor class?
15.
Yeah, so that's still going to hit.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, it's got all kinds of stuff going on. Don't forget.
Skills.
Built different.
Oh, I undercounted the damage originally. Okay. It's going to be 5 points of psychic. Actually, it should be 10 points because I miscounted last time. 10 points of psychic and then 8 points of piercing.
4.
Is the bite basically a weapon? Because that would be shrinked, so 1d4 less damage.
Yes, right. So that part of it will be 1d4 less, minus 1d4. Thank you. So -4. So it'll be 1 point of bite damage, 5 points of piercing damage instead of 9, and it'll be 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
So you can have the piercing damage, but you still need to make another wisdom saving throw. Ooh, all right.
18.
Why do you have +4?
Oh, I still have the bless on.
Yeah, that's no longer active.
Minus the bless.
Yeah, so the bless unfortunately is what would have saved you. You take another. Let's roll the damage. See how bad it is.
Oh boy.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be so fine. No, I will not.
Famous last words.
That's 27 points of psychic damage.
And I'm not resistant to psychic damage, so I go down hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully landing on this
He's
damn
out
thing. So is that like an instant kill? How does this work?
No,
Oh,
it's not
that's
going to be an instant kill because an instant kill would have to max in one attack. It would have to match. It would have to exceed all of your maximum hit point count,
right, not just maximum health.
plus enough to take you down at the same time.
Okay.
So you're just unconscious. Yeah. Roll a d6. So that's what you're going to subtract from your next ability roll or attack roll, which also includes your death save. So good luck with that.
He says nonchalantly.
Yeah. you all hear it shout out very briefly. I may be small, but I'm still deadly. Moxie. Moxie, your turn.
All right. Well, still mini, but we're gonna dissonant whispers him again. Do I need to roll
Mhm.
his save?
Yep.
Crossing fingers. Phew. He fails.
Okay. And as you dissonant whisper this thing, it goes down, and in place of the body of a unicorn or equine, you see this thing just sort of melt away into the ground, into a gray puddle, and disappear. And you watch as this thing sort of slowly slides along the edge of the lake in a silver tendril into the water. And from the water surface comes bubbling up this gray morass that reaches out briefly, almost in a death knell, and then just collapses on the water surface and slowly sinks back down into it.
Don't go swimming anymore. No more swimming.
Well, okay.
No. Next time I run.
Well
That
done,
was
Moxie.
definitely an
Thank
experience.
you.
Well done, everybody. Yeah. So, Cracker's just laying there, unconscious, bleeding out, her brains leaking out through her ears.
I'm giving you one good berry. That's all I have.
I'll cast healing
Crackers.
word from this end.
Cracker's laying there, conscious.
Yay!
She gets 5 more hit points.
Thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Do you want more healing, or do you think
I'm
we'll
kind of
just,
thinking,
just
She's
go
like,
to bed?
please.
yeah,
All
that'd
right.
be great, just in case this thing comes back.
Yeah, sure. No worries. I will cast Cure Wounds. At 2nd level. You heal 8. Wait, no. No, wait, is it? How does it work? Is it 7 plus 8 then? Yeah, I think it's 7.
Well, when you cast at a higher level, you get an extra D8 on top of the original D8.
So I was like confused about how it showed up, but I guess that's then 7 plus 8.
Yes, it's 15. That's right. Exactly.
So much better. Thank you. Man, I still feel a bit weak.
You'll be fine. Pierce comes running over. What's the hubbub about? What is going on here?
There
Why
was
are
Somebody
you all
decide.
there was
looking like you've been in combat?
an
'Cause we
innocent
bloody were.
unicorn, and then Mira attacked it, and it bit her.
Didn't attack it.
I
Yes, you
think
did. It.
Me.
the way
Yes,
you
you
ran
did.
towards it counts as an attack.
Yes.
What?
It perceived it as an attack, so therefore you started it.
What?
Yep.
So
All your fault, young lady.
I nearly died. You're victim blaming right now. You're victim blaming me.
Nope. How do you victim blame when it's the truth?
Because I am the victim.
Nope. You're the one that ran at it. It's your fault.
Well, I was the one who woke you up, so I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
Violet. No,
Aw.
Violet, this is not on you. I love you. You knew how much I love unicorns.
Oh,
Loved. And I
Aw.
will admit that unicorns are vicious creatures. And
Next time she sees one, she's gonna run screaming to the next town.
I mean,
Oh,
to be fair,
yes,
are we
I-
sure it was a unicorn?
Exactly.
Looked kind of weird
It
at the
felt
end.
like a
I don't know.
unicorn.
Until it bit your face off.
I mean, you're like
Well,
a.
that felt like a unicorn biting my face off.
Did you
Okay.
corrupt it somehow, like by being a necromancer and touching it?
What? What?
He makes a valid point.
So, because I am a necromancer, I willingly would corrupt a majestic being who turned out to be vicious, by the way. So this is actually all of my fault.
Maybe you did it unwillingly.
Yeah, it's.
Maybe
I
you're
mean,
not aware of your power.
Mira tears off the necklace and throws it at them. You can have your fucking necklace.
Oh,
I fled from Sylvie Hollow just to be with you guys, to help you save the world or whatever you're trying to do.
look,
And now you're telling me that this is all of my fault and that it's my fault that Cracker almost died. And now you're telling me that it's because I'm a necromancer. Well, if that all of that's true, maybe it's better that I will go back to Silvery Moon. Maybe it's better if I just leave.
Mira, look,
oh.
we're sorry. We didn't mean it like that. We don't know what happened. I mean, that's the truth. We don't know what happened. We don't know if it was a real unicorn. We don't know if it was evil to begin with. We don't know if the underdog maybe corrupted it. We don't know if the sea, like this, like water corrupted it. If there was like maybe some other entity inside it, because it looked a bit weird at the end. So yeah, I'm sorry. Take the necklace back, please. Just be a bit more careful next time. Like, careful
Mira
with
is going
any
to.
creature here that appears. Because
I-
we just worry about you, that's all. We're just worried. That's why we are lashing out of you. It's because we're worried about you.
I just need a minute. Mira's going to walk and just sit in a corner by herself.
Take my
Aw.
ball and go home.
Did you pick up the necklace or not?
Nope.
I'm taking the necklace for when you're feeling a bit better.
Well, that was dramatic.
That's
I'm
it.
sorry if I went a bit too far.
No.
I'm gonna need some rest before we carry on.
Oh yeah. I wanna recover my power, my magical power.
A nap? Can I go back to my nap now?
But
Cerberus.
I gotta move away from this damn lake.
Cerberus. None of you hear it, but you all hear it in your minds. Cerberus, where are you? Cerberus? Come here, boy.
Do we see anything?
You don't see anything, but you can all hear it in your minds.
Is Delin back?
I think we need to get the hell out of here.
Delin doesn't speak to all of you at the same time, so you guys can't speak to each other, but you're all looking at each other suddenly. You can all, it's like you all heard the same silent sound and you all react, and you can tell that somebody else heard something or sensed something because you all suddenly stop doing what you're doing and start looking around. Pierce is looking around, Poops and Pool is looking around. Even Shrieker starts jiggling nervously and starting to make a little low moaning sound. Cerberus! Go find Cerberus.
Can I just think real loud? Who are you?
Oh, you're not Cerberus. Have you seen Cerberus?
Who is Cerberus?
He's my pet.
What does he look like?
Oh, it depends.
It depends.
On?
Whatever he feels like.
What did he look like the last time you saw him?
He just kind of changes whatever based on whatever he last thought of. Did you find him? Did you find him? And
No.
suddenly you see something drop out from the ceiling. It's tiny. It's like the size of a very, very small cat. And it starts sniffing around the spot where the unicorn was destroyed. And it goes up to Orla, sniffs Orla. Goes up to Sponge and sniffs Sponge. And then it crawls around, climbs up onto the walls. No? You don't see Cerberus? What? You think Cerberus is dead? Did you kill Cerberus?
No. We don't
Don't
kill
We
lie
don't
to
even know
me.
what he looks like.
I can read minds. I know if you lied to me. Oh. Everybody roll a wisdom saving throw.
Am I like
We
too
all
forgetful?
Hear the conversation,
Everybody
or do we
roll a
only
wisdom
hear?
saving throw.
Okay.
Do we only hear the voice, or do we also
What?
hear Orla?
Everybody roll a wisdom saving throw. Anybody who was speaking out loud, presumably, but
Okay.
thinking at the same time. Just to keep it simple. All right.
How did I
Well-
roll a 4?
I'm going to say this.
Accurate.
Everybody, it doesn't really matter if one of you rolled very high because all of you were subjected to it. You killed Cerberus. Sick
We're
'em.
sorry.
Cerberus?
And the little thing comes running out and will go after, I guess it's going to be Moxie, because Moxie killed Cerberus.
Okay.
We'll stick to the same initiative. This thing jumps on Moxie and immediately tries to claw at Moxie's legs. Yvonne, do you want to roll an attack roll?
15.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
that
hit.
definitely hits.
Yeah. That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage as it claws away at you. And could you give me an intelligence saving throw?
Nope, I just became dumber.
You'll take 11 points of psychic damage. Roll a 3d6, if you will.
Yeah, I'm like dead.
Oh.
Very dead.
Oh, okay. Well, your intelligence is 0 and you are stunned. That wasn't damage. That was a roll for something else. So you rolled and you took 11 points of psychic damage, but you're not dead because of that, right?
Well, what was
Or are you?
before that? What was before that? It was like
You took some damage from you took 7 points of slashing and then 11 points of psychic. 18 altogether. Oh, you might be unconscious.
I got one left. And I'm no longer smart.
Okay. One sec, I've got to deal with something.
That was some fun roleplay. Was I too loud?
No,
Okay.
you're being you.
You're being great.
I'm being Mira.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
You're being Mira.
You gave Orla like a guilty conscience for being so hard on you.
I mean, you guys gave Mira a guilty conscience.
No, but I love conflict, so.
Let's just say Mira is not the best negotiator.
Really sorry about that. That was a anyway.
It's all right, sir. Gotta do what
So-
you gotta do.
Well, he needed some attention.
Of course.
I gotta remember to take away his squeaky toy before we start.
Squeak.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just the noise of the monster.
No,
Yeah.
we could just say it's Sponge. Like, Sponge has like a squeaky toy, so.
Yeah.
Sponge is a
Maybe
squeaky
he is
toy.
a squeaky toy.
There you go.
Okay.
Problem solved.
Yep. So is Moxie unconscious?
I'm down to 1 hit point.
Okay, fine.
I'm not dead yet.
All right. All right. You all watch. Oh, so you're not unconscious. Okay, fine.
Mm-mm. Not yet.
This thing has taken its turn. Moxie, your turn. You're not down. You're not unconscious. You've got how many hit points has Moxie got? You're level 2, right?
I got 1
But you took 7 points of piercing, right?
and 11. That's
So
18. So out of 19, that takes me to 1.
you have 19 hit points at level 2.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Moxie, it's your turn.
Well, you know what? I love y'all, but this thing just tried to kill me.
Yep. What are you doing?
Thunder wave, con save.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. Don't forget to verbalize what you're doing, just in case people aren't
I thought I
watching the
had.
screen.
Sorry.
Yep.
Son of a kraken.
That's okay. Just so he's going to take half damage, so that'll be 5 points, and he does not get blown back.
Nope.
Okay, Byleth.
Does Malibor need to roll a Constitution save?
Well, I suppose technically he does, so we'll say he does and fails, and he gets blown into the pool. And Pierce also will get blown into the pool, since you brought it up. Thank you very much.
Sorry, I was just...
But also, is Pierce like part of the combat now? Because I mean, it would be weird if he just let us all die.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Sure, we'll put him at the end.
Okay.
So
I'm done. I ain't moving. 'Cause that
Yeah.
will knock me unconscious.
Uh-huh.
Byleth, yep.
Yes. I now, I have a good distance, and I want to cast Magic Missile,
Okay,
and of course, all of them hit
sure.
them. Pew pew pew.
Shout out to our friends. Yes. So, how much was the first one for? Forget the Thunder Wave. That was 5. Was it? Yep.
Yes, it was 5 from the thunder wave.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Anything else for Byleth?
I want to move a bit farther away. I'm a bit scared.
Cool.
It looks scary.
It is scary. It's very small, but it looks really weird.
Yeah.
It basically looks like a human brain,
Yeah.
That likes to
Bit
eat
gross.
brains, apparently.
and it's scuttling around. Okay. Yoni, what does Mira do all the way in the corner there?
Mira is going to move a bit closer. Oh, sorry, I still have this on. It's going to move a bit closer, like next to Orla.
Mm-hmm.
And she is also going to do a magic missile.
Ooh. So it'll be 3. You roll 3 times, just like Laura did.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. 5, 4, 2. Okay. Yes, it's 11 points. Wow. So after the first 2, this thing is going to just expire. It sort of explodes, turns upside down, and its legs are up in the air.
The last one is for good measure.
I was
Nice.
I was debating trying to talk to it, but then I thought, okay, even if I do, and if I talk him out of attacking us, one of you is still gonna then go ahead and try to attack it. So
It's worthless.
yes, it's worthless trying to show some mercy.
What do you
Mira
guys?
is just like
Yeah,
putting some aggression away.
getting it out of her system. Okay.
Oh, can I?
What does Orla want to do, if anything?
I'm going to. Oh, wait. Can I go here?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm going here. So I am within touching distance of Moxie, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've never had to cure so many people before in one day.
Yeah, it's amazing how much trouble they get into, huh?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm
You
casting
guys
it.
should all be grateful to your cleric.
I'm casting it at second level. So that's again.
All right.
That's it. Wait. 12? I'm bad
Yeah.
at maths. 12 points.
Very good. All done.
Thank you, my dear.
And Cracker.
Although you don't deserve it.
Great afternoon. And she's looking
You know what?
around.
Fine.
What happened? Because I didn't see
Oh.
it. I was around the rock here, so I just know something happened.
Yeah, the pillar was in your way.
Yeah.
The column of stone. So, I mean, you see this weird little thing that is next to two of your party members. You know, I don't know. What else do you want to do? The
mean, I don't
unicorn's gone.
Yeah. I wish Dylan were here,
Yeah.
because maybe Dylan could talk to that voice in my head. Pretty sure it's not me. And I just say, what is going on? Maybe someone could fill me in.
I think that thing was mad that we killed his pet, which I'm assuming was the unicorn. And then he tried to kill Moxie. And I think Mira killed it?
I think so. Yes.
Mira killed it, yet it attacked me.
I mean,
This
Moxie
very
killed what attacked me, so.
This very small creature steps out of the shadows. It's about 3 feet tall. It's got these weird tentacles at the bottom of its face. And it looks at all of you. It says, "You killed Cerberus and Chucky. I'm never going to forget this."
I mean, I am
And
never going to forget
it's-
Cerberus attacking me, so.
Oh, good. Let's see. Yep, that's going to get just about everybody. Yep. So, everybody, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Wow.
Going
We're
to
so
use my-
intelligent.
What's the point?
No,
My
wait, I mean,
intelligence is 0.
I'm intelligent.
I'm
I'm
It's a
still
super-
gonna
4.
use my inspiration for that.
Yeah.
How I managed a 15 with no intelligence, I don't know. I'm gonna take it as it is.
Awesome. Okay. So, for those of you who made the saves, that'll be Yvonne, Cracker, Moxie, and Byleth. Oh, sorry, not Cracker. Moxie and Byleth.
2. Okay.
Yep. You guys will take 11 points of psychic damage.
Oh.
And the rest of you are going to take 22.
Mira's down
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I'm having a dirt nap.
Pierce also goes unconscious and is floating in the water. Maliborn. Yeah, let's have somebody roll for Maliborn. Susan, you roll for Maliborn. And
Sir.
Laura, you roll for Poops.
Oh
I
boy.
think
Oh,
Maliborn's not
God.
unconscious, but he is stunned. He's literally just like loop to loop. The rest, those of you who are stunned, are also loop to loop.
Oh my goodness.
Shrieker was unaffected because he wasn't in the range. Pierce is unconscious.
How is it I roll such bad rolls for ourselves, but such
I don't
great ones
know.
for the enemy?
I don't know.
I know. I give up. Oh.
Sponge is not dead, but he's stunned. Okay. Moxie.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. I don't have a whole lot to give him. Well, you know what? I'll just heal myself for a little bit.
Really? You got this guy dead in the water? All right, fine. You do what you want.
Yep.
Okay, 6 for yourself, 6 for Moxie. Well done. Anything else? Is Moxie
Nope.
moving? Okay.
You know what? She might actually move this time.
Yeah.
Way
Okay.
over here.
Yeah. Out of range. Okay.
Please
Byleth.
and thank you.
Yeah.
I would like to get Pierce out of the water, and I'm asking Malaborn to help me.
Okay. So, essentially, you'll be either giving him an instruction or you'll be doing it yourself.
Mhm.
So, which would you prefer?
Sorry, I don't want to rule slur, but wasn't he stunned?
Oh, yeah, he was stunned.
Oh.
Yep. You're
All
right.
right,
Thank you.
then
Yep.
I'm trying to do it alone with my
Okay.
strength.
With your strength.
Yes. Should I roll like a strength check or something?
Mm-hmm.
Just strength or?
Yeah, strength, athletics.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Okay.
without
Yeah.
it, but
You managed to drag him out of the water so he's not drowning anymore. He's just sort of breathing heavily, spurts a little water out, spits it in your face accidentally as he coughs. Well done.
I'm looking at the healers.
Okay. Mira. Roll a death save.
Death save?
To me in private, s'il vous plaît.
How do I do that?
To GM
Ah, okay.
at the top.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Orla.
Okay, I might be fucking us all over by asking this question, but I failed that save before and I took the full damage. Am I also stunned?
Sorry, when did you fail a death save?
Not death save. I mean, I failed the intelligence save.
Saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm stunned.
Yes. Anybody who failed their save took the full damage and is stunned.
Okay, so I can't do anything.
Okay, so you're stunned, right?
Yes.
Fair enough. Thank you.
I know
Yep.
it's.
Yeah, you loop the loop. Woo! That's a good party. Cracker is unconscious.
Yep.
In private, death save, please. All right. And the creature moves up and with the free item interaction picks up its little friend. And then as its own action, sinks its teeth into Pierce's brain. And you watch, those of you who are still aware and conscious, as it literally rips open Pierce's skull from the top, and it just slurps out the brain in one gigantic chunk. And then it burps. And it says to those of you who are still aware, you better watch out, 'cause I've got my eye on you. And this is the snack that's going to make up for you killing my little pets. And then he says, I'm out, and disappears.
Okay. So, do y'all think he could be brought back?
You watch.
He's now brainless.
You're looking at Pierce's body. The top of his skull is literally cut open, and the brain, the actual physical organ, is missing. And of course, there's a huge pool of blood that's just leaking into the lake.
Whose turn is it?
I don't know. It's Moxie's turn.
Well, now that little goober there is not there.
A couple of people are literally unconscious and dying. Others
Yeah,
are
no.
just out of it.
I guess we'll healing word on Cracker.
Okay. Cracker is conscious.
With a big headache.
Yes.
she says as she looks over at Pierce, who presumably has a slightly worse headache.
I stopped complaining immediately.
All right, Byleth. Byleth was not affected at all, or she took a little damage, but she wasn't really affected.
Yeah.
So
But, you know,
she has the corpse of Pierce in her arms. She was presumably holding onto his feet or something.
well, I'm very shocked.
Mm.
And I don't really know what to do. I mean, you know, I'm trying to revive him, like do all these things that you do at first aid, you know. But
Mm.
you know, because I still have hope, but then after a while, you know, I start to realize that maybe it won't work, and so I'm very sad, and I try to pray and to, you know, show my respects to him and to what he did to us.
Fair enough. Mira, still unconscious. Another roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Orla still stunned.
Wait, am I? Or for how long?
It's gonna take more than one round. Let's put it that way.
Fuck.
Cracker.
Okay. Well, Cracker's getting a little paranoid about this place, and I have a potion of healing.
Okay.
So I think I'll be drinking that right now. What is the?
As Mira lays unconscious, dying at your feet.
Oh yeah. I can pour it in her mouth.
Yes.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Actually,
She's
that's
not
a good
dead
point.
yet.
Glug glug glug
That's a
glug
good
glug glug glug
point.
glug glug.
I mean, that would have been so funny.
She hasn't said she's gonna save you yet, so she might still.
I don't know. I'm looking around and I'm thinking, is there anything else going on? And I'm not really great with my perception, my passive perception being 9. I don't hear anything except, you know, dead people. And that voice has gone out of my head.
It's like the sixth sense.
Yeah. I think I would pour a potion of healing in her mouth.
Okay. Whose mouth again?
Into Mira's mouth.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
I kneel down and I lift up her head and I try to trickle some of the potion into her mouth. Hopefully she doesn't spit it all out.
Yeah, it goes in nice and easy, and you immediately start to see her color comes back. She doesn't choke on it or anything. Go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2. Or just add the 2 at the end. All right, so 7 points of healing for Mira, who is unconscious, who is conscious but on her back. If only you could do that with Pierce.
Oh, she's the necromancer.
Recycle Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Maliborn is stunned, but he gets presumably dragged out by Poops and Pool. Sponge just sort of keeps swimming around in circles. Wow, that was dramatic. And Pierce is just dead. Completely decapitated. Or missing brain anyway.
He had a craniotomy.
Yes. A lobotomy the hard way.
No, I would think that would be a little easier.
Maybe, yeah. You've said a few words. Somebody's going to have to explain this to the queen.
Yeah.
How the hell are you going to find the library now?
Magic?
Guess so. We'll find out next week.
Dun dun dun.
I'm so annoyed that I'm stunned. Because I'm like, did I
Oh.
notice? Did I notice Moxie? Can you notice someone else casting healing word on themselves, or do you not notice that?
I think stunned. I mean, we can look up the description of stunned in the rules. I'm pretty sure stunned means that you are incapacitated and don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, well, that was yeah, right. She did that after I was stunned, right?
Hmm.
Otherwise, she'd be getting such a talking to. I think I'd throw her into the water.
Oh well,
It's
you
good I
know.
didn't see.
Yay, you're incapacitated, can't move, can't speak. Can speak only falteringly, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, "Help."
Can they perceive?
When Maliborn shakes off his stunned state, he looks at all of you and says, "We're lucky to be alive. That was an illithid, a mind flayer. It looked like it was an immature member of the species, although I haven't seen those before, just by the size alone. We're lucky it wasn't an adult.
So what you're saying
Usually
is it
they're
was
accompanied by a whole squadron of servants and bodyguards and protectors. You people live a very dangerous life, and your companion paid the price. Could have easily been any of you or me. I hope you'll exercise better judgment next time."
Moxie glares at Mira.
A lot of blaming going around.
Like,
She started it.
Mira just looks at the
you're
ground.
the reason Pierce is dead.
Hey, you know what? I was not a fan of Pierce to begin with, so
Well, it
ah,
never helps to find, like, you know, like, I don't think anybody meant, like, to do any harm. So let's all
Aw.
be friends. The
Does he still have
situation
that
itself
bat on
is
him?
tragic enough.
Dylan's gonna come back and like scold us all. No more money for any of you.
No, Dylan's gonna come back and all of us are mad at each other. We've had such a falling out, except for of course Ola and Byleth, who are still friends.
Mhm. Of course.
There you go.
Well, if it's going to be death, it may as well be death on a full night's sleep, if you'll
Yeah.
pardon me. And he slides off into the corner and curls up against the wall. Poops
I'll
and
take
Pool looks
first
at all of
watch.
you and just starts to slowly sink into the water and disappears.
The sponge fallout.
No, Sponge stays with you and Shrieker. He can't breathe in the water. He can only swim on the surface.
Gotcha.
Before we go to sleep, can I do a prayer of healing for
Yes,
everyone?
absolutely. For
Just
everyone.
like everyone, just gather
Just in
around me.
case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait, I think. So wait,
All
I
right.
think I have it here.
Your divine energy starts to spread out amongst all of your traveling companions. They all feel the warmth of your God's blessing. And you all feel, those of you who are injured, immediately better
My 12 points.
as you get 12 points of hit points of recovery. Well done. Well, you guys survived, so that's good.
Before we go to
Barely.
bed, can Mira talk to Cracker?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, Mira will go up to Cracker and be like, "Would you mind doing somewhere a bit more private?"
Sure. Where do you want to go? Around the back of this thing?
Yeah, sure.
In the water.
Hang on, or you say who you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a unicorn, are you?
only in the metaphysical sense, right?
Vera is like looking at the ground. You healed me.
Well, I mean, you would have done the
Why?
same.
I mean, I don't get why you would heal me.
Well, you haven't done anything to me.
I was such a bitch. You.
I put my big,
Wasn't
muscly arm around you. Nice and stinky.
I'm just sorry. I don't know why I yelled at you. Well, I do know. This necromancy thing. It's new, and I was so scared that you were going to die, and it was going to be my fault. And what I'm trying to say is that I'm sorry.
No problem. I give her a little noogie, and
Mess up her hair.
mess up her hair. And, you know, we all bring something new. And the necromancy thing, you'll grow into it. I mean, maybe you won't be playing as much music, but, you know, good. It's all good. Just roll with it. Everything changes.
I
Oh,
just don't want to hurt you, and physically and emotionally. I'm sorry.
Headache, but that's not from you. That mind flare, that's what he said it was. There was no talking to it. I'm pretty sure we couldn't have made friends. So it all worked out the way it was going to work out anyway.
Mira just hugs her. Like, she's way shorter, so she just, like, her arms around her waist, like.
I'm touching the robe. It's actually a really nice robe. It's really soft. You remind me of something. Like, when I was a kid, I had one of those teddy bears, you know, those soft, stuffed animals. That's what you remind me of right now.
It's quite nice, isn't it? Thank you.
Go get some sleep.
You too.
on that note, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
A sad session, but fun, hopefully, in other ways. And I shall see, I think, everybody next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Dylan.
Already. Boy, is she gonna be pissed.
She's gonna be pissed.
Maybe I should just send Henrietta with the recording.
Say, this is what you missed.
No, but because
Yep.
because also obviously it is a really I think pretty great episode. So I think she'd like it.
Hilarious.
Or let her just start next week and we're all just like just so tense. She's like, what the hell?
It's like high school all over again.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I shall see you guys next week. Have a wonderful, lovely week. And yeah.
You too.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay.
too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Right,
Bye.
bye.